Hey there, welcome to Rate the Dream, Life, Love, and Mortgages. I am your host, Melissa Landon, and today we're going to be discussing mortgage myths. Oh, and mortgages are my jam, if you know me, so I'm excited for this topic. These are the top 10 questions that we get asked or just false statements that people believe. So first and foremost is, I have a pre-qualification letter. Is that the same thing as a pre-approval? It is not. So typically just a pre-qualification means they did a soft pull on your credit, you filled out the application, they issue you a letter. Okay, a pre-approval is what we do over here. I'm going to run a full credit report. I'm going to review your income documentations, your pay stubs, your LES, your bank statements, W-2s, mortgage statements, everything you have. I'm going to review it all. We're going to look into it. We're going to ask for all the documentation. My underwriter looks at it, checks the box, and you get a pre-approval letter. This is going to help you in writing an offer on a home, right? The listing agent is going to want to know that you've been fully vetted and there are no issues with your loan. Number 2, do I have to have a 20% down to buy a house? Absolutely not. You can buy a house with as little as 3% down. We even have programs that are 100% financing. We even have programs that help first-time homebuyers with a down payment. So you might not need a whole lot of money at all. In some cases, you don't need it any. Okay. Number 3, my credit's not so great. I've had some issues. I'm working on it. Do I have to have a 740 credit score to buy a house? No, you do not. Guess what? Again, we have lots of loan program options for you. Look, life happens, okay? So we're here to help. If I've had a bankruptcy, can I buy a house? Absolutely. Absolutely you can, right? Again, what the life happens. Here's the thing. You do have to wait. There's some waiting period. We do have to make sure the credit scores come back. But again, you don't have to wait the full 7 years. We have programs where you can do it in shorter than that. Let's see what else I got on my list. Number 5. Oh, this is a good one. Should I wait until the housing prices settle down? Should I wait until the interest rates come down to buy a house? Guys, you might be waiting forever for that. We don't know when these rates are going to come down. And here's what I can tell you is that housing prices are continuing to increase. If you were to wait 2-3 years to buy a house, that house is going to cost more in 3 years than it does today. So ultimately, you're going to be paying more for it anyways. So let's figure out what your monthly budget is, and I'll tell you what you can afford. Forget the rate. Don't even look at the rate. Number 6, I've changed a job recently. Do I have to be here for 2 years? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It does depend on the job change, what it is that you're doing, but you don't necessarily have to be at your current job for 2 years. Number 7, VA loans. Ooh, I love a good VA loan. I already have one. Can I use it again? Can I use my entitlement more than once? Absolutely, you can. Guess what else, friends? You can also have more than VA loan at a time. Most people don't know that. Number 8. Oh, I co-signed for my son. He's getting out of high school. He wanted a truck. I co-signed for it. It's a really big payment. Do I have to count that payment in my debt to income ratios? Well, there are some things that determine this, but again, not necessarily. Has your son been making the payments? Number 9. I'm going to find a house first. The first step is to find a house, and then I'll call you. How does that make any sense? What if you go out and find a house and you fall in love with the house and then you realize you can't afford said house? Or the monthly payment is way more than you're comfortable with? You absolutely want to get approved first before shopping for a home. Number 10. All mortgage lenders are the same. All banks have the same rates, programs. No, friends. No. We're all different. Who you work with matters, right? So interview a few of us. Talk to us. See what programs everybody has, what everyone's interest rates looks like. Here, come back to me, though. CMG Home Loans, the Landon Group, we always offer the best. Anyways, guys, these are my top 10. If you've got any others you want me to debunk for you, we are happy to help. Melissa Landon, Rate the Dream, Life, Love, and Mortgages. Catch you next week.